365 days a year, holidays, weekends, whatever. You don't need to ask. We're always here. Sometimes we're a couple minutes after 10 o'clock. Sometimes we're right in the money at 10 o'clock. Rarely early, but normally right in this time slot. So be sure to join us every day. Of course, subscribe to our channel. Be sure to oops. I don't know how that became Rod, but it was supposed to be me. Anyways, that was my smash the like button scene. I don't know how Rod got in there, but oh well. Rod's here today. Got Brian Bittler, Ron Romanelli, Chris Ruffalo. Keep us honest. Of course, NFL, we got 3 weeks left of the regular season. College football season is kaput. We are now into college football bowl season. We'll be announcing. I mean, some of these bowl matchups are already terrible. I mean, it's like, I don't know if it's like teams dropping off or if it's like, just if it's teams that have dropped off or if it's
who's Miami gonna play?
Miami plays either. They're projected to play either. I forget who it is, but it's oh man, it's in the Cheez-It Bowl, whoever it is.
I'd like to see him play Penn State.
It's not Penn State. It's man, it is projected.
I couldn't believe it how bad Illinois' defense was yesterday. They just let Swiss cheese.
Well, they fired their coach.
Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State. That's who they're projected to play.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Going to get killed. But, anyways, got next week, got an interesting NFL schedule. We got a game on Christmas Day, which is nice. Throwing it in there with the hoops. It's actually, I think it's the Saints against the Vikings, right? A rematch of last year's playoff game. And then we've got 3 games on next Saturday for college football, along with a good college basketball. Wow. Breaking news. Rudy Gobert gets another $205 million. Woo. Wow. Glad they put that in big, bold print on the bottom of my screen because I just can't. Can you see the excitement here? You guys see it? Anyways, I just did the computer pick show. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you can go back and watch the replay. It was a real gem. There was some people that really hated some of the picks, so you guys know what that means. Whenever there's someone who's super vocal against picks, like on a show like that, something like as red hot as Spread Knowledge is, it's like normally it's a really good opportunity to make a lot of money betting against those guys. I mean, how do you think I pay for all this shit? It's like I find some commenters like that, and I mean, all the chips going to the center of the table. Speaking of all the chips in the center table, Brian Bittler on a heater.
Just a regular winning day, nothing special yesterday, but I'll take it. 3-2, I'll take that any day. So.
But overall, I mean, the thing is, it's not the winning day; it's the month. It's not. We're not. No one here is gonna. I mean, yeah, you might hit some lottery or something, and have a life-changing day like that. But the idea in sports betting is you piece it together, and you build that.
I was worried I was going to crap
the
the bed
snowball,
yesterday
right?
Because Friday was a complete sweep with everything I bet. I thought, well, I'm going to get crapped on Saturday, so it's usually how it works. But
what do you got today?
Today I got my NFL 3-pack. I'm 62% last 34 NFL plays. Number 1 last 30 days. So pick that up for $50, or if you want my 2 college hoops plays, get a long-term pass, 3 days, 30 days, 7 days, 1 year of me or anybody here. You also get a matching consensus report. So check it out.
How about you, Chris? I'm kind of doing customer service at the same time, so if you guys could kind of,
Okay.
I can't. It's hard for me to do 6 things at once with 0 sleep. So it's like, you guys could, you kind of know the drill. We kind of go around the horn here. So
I just didn't know if we changed the order. I hadn't checked.
No. If you see me typing, that means I'm helping someone that's having trouble logging into the premium, or they're not sure what to do, or something like that. Because I'll tell you one thing: you guys know me, right? I mean, I don't think the people out there like know me, but I think a lot of people, you kind of get a good feel for me, right? How do you think I am if I buy something online and it gets all fucked up? I mean, how do you think I am as a customer? Right?
I remember the Best Buy call.
Yeah, exactly. So we've done the Best Buy call on this show, right? So we've done it. So you guys have heard it. So I treat people that buy our premium picks the way that I want to be treated. I stop everything I'm doing. I don't care if I'm on the golf course. I don't care if there's money on the hole. I don't care anything. I stop what I'm doing at that moment, and I try and help them. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I can't always throw it to you guys. But I'm present. I'm here. Just like a lot of people, they listen to the show while they're brushing their teeth. They're doing something else.
That is my fault. I dropped the ball on that one. But
you certainly did.
That's okay. I'm going to make up for it when I have my Shotgun Sunday NFL 3-pack. 3 of my favorite plays for the NFL today. $29.95 over at the website. Or took some inspiration from a couple days ago on my Sunday College Hoops Safe Cracker 5-pack. $40. It's code to get you into the vault where they keep all the cash. $40. It's yours over at Pick Dogs Premium. And sweeping the board today. You're going to put some money in your pockets.
Well, for me, today I've got my Super Sunday Trio, college basketball Super Sunday Trio. You can get my 3 best college basketball plays. I've been killing it in college hoops so far this season. Didn't have a great day yesterday, but it's all about how you bounce back. I plan on bouncing back in a big way today. So you can get my 3 best plays in college hoops for $29.99.
I had a college hoops game yesterday. I have to say, speaking of weird days in college hoops, okay, I had Louisville, and then the guy gets COVID, right? Their star player before the game comes out, right? So nothing I can do. I'm on the show. Then I have the over in the Winthrop-Furman game. It's 157. There's 92 points in the first half. It's like it came down to the meaningless 3, It came all the way down. It's like there's 92 points in the first half. You look at the projected total, it's like 197, It was like 156 was the total on that thing. It was like came down to the meaningless 3 at the end. Furman, those are my guys. I mean, it's just college basketball. So I know so many people that have quit betting because of college basketball. Most people I know that have quit betting altogether. It happened in college hoops on a meaningless 3. Anyways, Rod, what do you got today?
Today I've got a college basketball birdcage up there. 3 plays to provide us with massive opportunity. Trying to sweep the college basketball board again like we did yesterday. Or I've got my Sunday Fun Day pack, touchdown plays in there. I got 4 NFL in there, and the 3 college basketball plays I put in there. All these 7 plays provide us a massive opportunity to smash the books today. Gonna have a big day today. Could feel it.
I've got an NFL 5-pack, and I've got a college basketball 3-pack. But we've got,
Wow.
I know it's less picks actually than I normally do, like an NFL 3-pack and early and a late 3-pack. But I don't even the late games I was kind of mixed on. I still might add 1 or 2, especially after that computer pick show.
I thought the college board was pretty valuable today, but
yeah, that's where I really had to control myself because I liked at least 10 games on that board. And I narrowed it down to 3. I still might add. I have time, so we'll see how I'm feeling. But let's get things started in the NFL because this looks to be. I think I'm gonna say the Squares are gonna get punished today.
I hope so.
I have a feeling. So here's
I
one.
like a good punishment.
Vikings against the Bears. Okay, the Vikings defense, obviously well-documented problems, but they don't face anything here, right? The line is dropped from 6 to 3, and I think that the sharp money was there at 6, but I think at 3, it's totally got flip-flopped here. Brian, what are you thinking about this, Gem? I mean, the Vikings slaughtered the Bears. The first game was not as close as the score. I mean, the Vikings they dominated that game in Chicago.
This isn't a game I love. I mean, the big bettors seem to be coming in on the Bears, but I think, like you said,
I think they were there on the Bears.
Yeah, I think
it's gone the other
now.
way.
If I had to bet the game today, right now, I'd take the Minnesota Vikings. I just like their team much better than the Bears. I don't like the quarterback situation with the Bears. So, I mean, I'm going to go with the Vikings here, lay the points, but it's not something I'm selling my house for.
Bears are 1-7 in their last 8. Straight up. It's a field goal, is the line here. 1-7 in their last 8. Not easy to do at any level.
Can the Vikings make a field goal at the end?
Oh they can't. They can't. So they won't. Maybe they don't try. Chris, what do you think about this beauty?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the points with Chicago. I think that you're going to see Chicago's run defense step up a little bit in an effort to try to stop Dalvin Cook, and if they can do that, that's going to cut off play action. It's going to really limit what the Vikings can do. And I think we're going to see a bit of a step up from Chicago. I think they know it's do or die here, and in a game like this, I'd probably rather have the points in my pocket to be safe. So give me Chicago and the points.
Is that points in your pocket, or you're just glad to see me? Ron, what do you like?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, on a board with so many good games, I think this is probably one of the worst opportunities you can get. But if I had to take a side, I'd take the Bears and the points. In that Monday Night Football game a couple weeks ago, the Vikings defense definitely dominated in that contest. But we've seen the Bears offense wake up a little bit as of late. Chicago didn't play too bad on the defensive side in that Monday night game and actually held Cook in check a little bit, and I think they'll be able to stop the running game a little bit more in this one too. So I'll take the Bears and the points.
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. The Bears have been playing a little better than what they have been all year, so I like the Bears here. I'm not a Vikings guy at all. I think the Bears come in and hold the Vikings down, and more than likely this 3-point is probably a push. It's probably a 3-point game. So give me the Bears and the points.
I think the Vikings won handily in game 1. I think they win handilier in game 2. Got the Falcons against the Bucks. This thing moved from 1.5 to 6.5. Julio Jones not playing, but I don't know.
He's not played in weeks.
Yeah, but the Bucks. I don't know, but I mean, I'm just saying. Throwing it out there. The Bucks. The Bucks have been a pretty lousy road team this season. I mean, most of their bad losses have been on the road. They lost in Chicago. Remember, Tom Brady thought it was third down. That was one of my favorite things of the season. That and Kyle Trask crying yesterday on the field are two of my favorite highlights of 2020. Tom Brady not knowing what down it was and looking confused about it, and Kyle Trask crying on his hands and knees on the ground.
Is he a senior? He's probably crying. It's his last game. I mean,
it's not his last game. They're playing in a bowl game. They'll play in a New Year's Day bowl game, in a big one.
I mean, he gave it everything he had in the field. You have to feel for the guy.
I know, but when the Gators cry, it makes it just so much better. It was like there's two cries up until yesterday that were my favorite cries of all time. The first one, well, not my most favorite cry. My second most favorite cry I referenced on the show was when Tim Tebow was crying against Alabama when Mark Ingram was doing the Gator chop in his face after the game. And there's a great YouTube video where they play Johnny Cash's Cry, Cry, Cry that the Alabama fans put together with that. It's awesome. Then my very favorite all-time cry was Miami up 52-7 against Notre Dame with a minute 28 left to go in the game. They blocked the punt and run it in for the touchdown on them. And Alan Pinkett was crying on the sideline over Notre Dame. Jerry Faust was fired on the field. It was just a great day to be a Hurricane fan. But Kyle Trask, yeah, and Dan Mullen, the shit stain of a coach. I mean, absolutely hideous. Totally lucked out that they were even in the game. That the guys, he's 1 inch offsides or something. He's not offsides.
Oh, his foot was right.
Oh my God, he had no involvement.
Alabama gets
in
helped
anything.
The whole time anyway.
He had no involvement. No involvement in anything. In anything. It didn't matter. I don't care.
You can see guys like holding
if I can get Kyle Trask to be on his hands and knees bawling like a 2-year-old on the field after the game, I don't care. I'll lose all my bets for a week. I really don't care. That's how much I hate those guys. I'm a real Kane fan. I hate those guys that much. I hate them that much. For Notre Dame and Florida to lose on the same day, it's almost all we needed was Ohio State to lose, and it would have just been a dream. It would have been it could have been, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and my birthday all rolled into one.
Can we get an honorable mention for the ugly cry by Adam Morrison at the end of the Gonzaga game in the Final Four, like in 2000, was it 2006 or 2007? I think that's an honorable mention.
Which one was it?
At the end of
As Adam Morrison, like Gonzaga in 2007.
Oh yeah.
They made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, but I don't. There's been players that cried. No,
I know there has.
When Villanova beat Georgetown, the Georgetown players were crying that year because they thought they had it won, and when Villanova beat them, the Rolling Massimino team, they were crying on the sideline, and Patrick Ewing walked over to the cameraman. He was not crying. He was mad as hell. He walked over to the cameraman. He took his towel and he put it right over the camera. He was so pissed off that they were showing it. But, yeah, where were we? Anyways, Tom Brady forgetting what down it is where we were. Brian?
Well, he's getting kind of older, and I can relate to Tom Brady because I forget stuff that I'm thinking about 2 seconds later. But I'm not laying money with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. They really haven't done it for. They're not a good team to back on the road as a favorite. Falcons are one of those veteran teams that just comes up with wins out of their butts. So I'm going to take all the points here in Atlanta. I don't think it's going to be more than a 4-point win for Buccaneers.
I just imagine Brian walking through the grocery store. You're like, wait, what did I forget? And then all of a sudden he screams out Beavers and Cougars. And he's in the middle of the cracker aisle.
I do that all the time. I forget.
I'm gonna take the Bucs here. I know they haven't done much on the road, but 4 of their 5 losses were to the Saints, Rams, and Chiefs, and I think those are all forgivable, even for the professionals. And the rest of the teams that they played 6-2-1 against the spread, they've won those games by an average of 14 points a game. Atlanta's only played 4 teams above 500 up to this point, and they've lost all 4 games by a combined 47 points. So I'll take Tampa Bay here. I'll lay the touchdown on the road.
So yesterday we did over 500 likes, so I gave out a free premium pick. Mine hit. Did your guys hit? Did anyone else?
Oh, mine was Gonzaga. That hit.
Mine was Northwestern.
Sam Houston State
hit. How about you guys down there? Did you guys get
mine was Ole Miss. Almost hit.
Almost.
Mine was Boise. It didn't hit.
All right. Well, 3-2 in our premiums on the freebies. Smash that like button. I'll be giving.
Yeah, if you guys get to 500 again, I'll give out another one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yep.
I got 8 of them, and I'll tell you what, I got a few others in my back pocket that I'm thinking about adding. After that spread knowledge show, I'm kind of fired up. I mean, when you get
what was the play they didn't like exactly?
It was the Saints. They said I got at least 6 comments that it was straight trash.
Well, we had late
garbage
info against the Saints that it really hasn't.
I know, but this might even offset the late info.
Oh, okay, good.
I randomly picked those spread knowledge things from the thing. The Saints are A-rated. I mean,
you got to realize who they're playing, and there's lots of fanboys that just live and die.
I mean, look at the action on that game. I mean, all the betting on that one. Like if you go just the straight betting numbers, it's a lob, right?
I wish it was a
I
typical
it's a
Sunday
beach
where
ball,
the
knock it
crowd
out of the
was
park. The
filled.
Saints is like, probably money line, right?
Imagine if New Orleans had all their fans there. It'd be crazy. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, who do you like in this one? Falcons and the Bucs.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons and the points here. We see a lot of money on the Bucs, and although the line has moved because of the money, I just think that we're getting too many points here now. I mean, I like the Bucs at 1-3, but over that field goal, it just seems like the Falcons have more value at home. I mean, we've seen them play a lot better in the past 5 weeks than the first 5 weeks of the season, so I think they do enough at home to catch a cover and the Bucs win outright.
Rod?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm not. I can't. Don't put your money on the Bucs. They've looked awful on the road. Yuck. And Line are definitely not going to probably win this game. But this game's a 3-point game at the most. So take the Falcons plus the 6.5.
Yeah, I'm all on the Falcons this one. Bucs have not been a great road team. 4-2 straight up, 3-3 overall. I mean, this is a 7-6 spread team. You get Tom Brady in the mix. You're not going to cover a lot of point spreads. That's for sure. Got another team that's generally super public, but seems like there's some action the other way in this one. That's the Jags and the Ravens. Lamar Jackson got it all out of his system, so they say, on Monday night. Or was it Sunday night? Monday night. Sunday night? One of those nights.
I think it was Monday night.
Sunday night. Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Monday night? Monday night.
Tuesday night?
Something like that.
It was Monday night, yeah.
It all runs together, right? This is the beauty of this, especially now, this time of year. In college hoops, we got NBA starting Tuesday. It's like... anyways, Ravens and the Jags. Normally, I would be thinking Jags in a spot like this, but they've been so brutal to me in games like this recently. And also, the Ravens have not been healthy this year, and this is the health. It's kind of like they all got healthy at once, just in the right time. It's kind of like what happened with the Packers the year they won the Super Bowl against the Steelers. Kind of like everyone got healthy at the end of the season. That's why they won as a wild card. And that's why you see a lot of wild card teams, make it deep in the playoffs, is that all of a sudden everybody gets healthy at the same time, and they're just a different team. And I think that's what we're seeing with the Ravens. Brian?
For me, it's not a game I'm running to bet, and I kind of need Lamar Jackson to have a good game here. But to me, it seems like a lot of points, and the smaller bettors are back in the Ravens here, but for me, I'm going to take the Jags and the 13 points. I think it's a 10-point Ravens win.
Get a lot of Ravens, that are questionable, but that means that more than likely questionable means they're going to play these days. Calais Campbell back, and, of course, Trace McSorley, is out, but such is life.
And he's a good backup. I like Trace McSorley.
Sort of like Joe Montana.
He's the next Joe Montana, I'm telling you. I like Trace McSorley. I don't know why he's getting such a bad rap. He won that game for me a couple weeks ago with that amazing pass.
All right, where are we? Ruffalo?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jags as well. I like Baltimore, but I think this is just a case of too many points. This team not far. I know they're getting healthy, but this is a team that's not far removed from still losing 3 straight. I know Jacksonville's lost 12 in a row, but they've still hung around with some pretty tough customers in the last few weeks. So
I like that Gardner Minshew against Calais Campbell matchup. Ron?
Yeah. To me, last week Jaguars thought it was an interesting spot to take them against the Titans, and they just got the doors blown off. It was bad.
I got bruised on that.
Yeah, I knew in the first quarter I had the wrong bet on that one, but I don't care if Minshew's playing, Mike Glennon, Jake Luton, Blake Bortles. It don't matter to me. I'm taking the Ravens here. I think they win by 2 touchdowns at least, but probably 3.
The other thing you have to remember is the Ravens at 8-5 are no lock to make the playoffs. They need these games, and home. Rod?
For me, this one, I'm taking Baltimore. I think they win by 17 points. The home team is 7-2. Baltimore's got all the momentum. Jacksonville looked like they checked out last week. They're ready for the season to be over. Baltimore needs to swim in and get it. Take Baltimore.
Yep. Rod's internet was cutting in and out, but he said Baltimore. Got the Dolphins and the Patriots. My picture right behind me, Kenyon Drake scoring that touchdown. I don't know. Worst Dolphin teams have beaten better Patriot teams. I mean, they split every single year. The Patriots won the first game. It's pretty easy. There's really not much to look into here. Ryan, when's the last time the Patriots swept the Dolphins?
Well, this was one of my premium plays. It was, but I dropped them off the board yesterday. The Patriots seem like one of the sharpest plays on the board. I just don't see how they're going to beat the Dolphins, I love their coach, the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins, but I'm going to stick with my system here. Back to Patriots for about $100. It's just the line's telling me Patriots, so I'm going to listen to the line and take New England.
Go to your local strip club and just give it to one of the girls because I mean they're probably suffering through this.
They're closed here. So
they're wearing masks, so they're just not getting the action that they would. But it's a much better use of your hundo than.
It just seems like a big. I don't want to say sucker bet, but
no. I mean exactly the way the Chargers looked against the Dolphins is same line movement, same exact everything, but it's just the Patriots and Dolphins split every single year. It's not like once in a blue moon or this Gronkowski dive play or whatever. The worst Dolphin teams, the worst of the worst ones, still split with the Patriots.
That's why I pulled my premium.
Tom Brady's worst record against any team is the Dolphins. He has more losses.
And the Dolphins have to have this game.
Yeah, Dolphins have to have it. They lost the first one, and the Patriots were playing a little better at that time, and the Dolphins were certainly playing worse. I don't know. I don't see it, but who the hell knows, right? I mean, they play the game.
It looks a little fishy.
It looks way fishy. Oh, believe me, you go by every other indication here. It's all Patriots.
I think the Dolphins should be -4 in this one.
Or
18. Chris?
At least if you go to the strip club, the burn will last longer. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't know how the strip clubs are in Pennsylvania, but I think.
I don't even understand the comment there. Was it?
He's talking about venereal diseases.
Oh, it's a joke. Ron, did you catch that one, or it flew right past me?
What did you catch the disease?
I'm still thinking in my head. 1 hose, 2 hose, red hose, blue hose.
Yeah.
It's like,
that should be the next team of the Pennsylvania strip club, the Presbyterian Club.
1 hose, 2 hose, red hose, blue hose.
Just from being a Patriots fan, I can tell you that Miami is the one place that we always struggle, and it's a house of horrors for the Patriots, and I expect this to be no different. I think this is a game that Miami wins and probably wins handily. Yeah, if the line was thicker, I think it would be an easier pick, but I think this line at 1.5 is probably a gift. I'll take Miami here.
Ron?
Yeah, I think obviously the spread is a little bit fishy, so I'm going to stay away from it. I'm going to go with the total. I'm going to take the over here. Obviously, the first game that these two teams played was very defensive focused, 21-11, but I just think 41's a low total. I think in order for the Patriots to have a chance, they're going to have to put points on the board, and we know the Dolphins' offense is doing pretty well, so I think we get over this 41.
Rod?
For me, in this one, it's tougher for the New England to come here and get a win. The Dolphins need this win more. They're ready to beat New England again here. I like the Dolphins here. Give me the Dolphins. They win by a touchdown over New England.
I've been riding Miami all season. You guys have heard me on this show. 10-3 against the number. It's like they've been my bailout week after week after week.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got the Titans and the Lions. Brian, what do you think?
I saw Stafford's going to play, but really it doesn't make a difference to me. I was going to take the Lions anyway. I think the Titans have a big game on deck. I think they have the Packers on deck next, but I'm going to take the points in the Lions here. I just think it's the sharper of the play. I think they keep it within a touchdown.
Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Takes you no time at all. Helps us a ton. Be sure to hit the like button.
Yeah, I'm going to take Detroit as well. Tennessee does have Green Bay on deck. You know what? Tennessee's not the kind of team that's been blowing teams out this season. 3 of their wins have only come by more than 9 points. So I think Detroit's got enough offense they can keep this one within a touchdown. So I'll take the Lions and smash the like button.
So you think in week 15 of the NFL season, someone's looking ahead? That's what you're saying?
Well, you know, NFL is a get up this week game, you know, and it's tough to get up for a crappy Lions team.
Well, if you're 9-4 and competing for first place in the AFC South, then you can't get up for that. Your coach
you just have to win
fired.
the game.
Then you got
have to
Mullen.
cover.
But then what you have is a 3-loss head coach who gets treated like he's frickin' Bear Bryant. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I could understand 2 losses, right? I could forgive 2 losses and say, even if it was Georgia and Alabama, I could forgive that. You know, I could forgive that. But 3 losses?
You're still on the Florida trip.
3 losses?
Well,
why does he get this kind of treatment? 3 losses. Dennis Erickson won 2 national titles. He lost 4 games in 7 years. Okay, he had a 4-loss season. We ran his ass out of town.
Well,
it was like that was it. We lost the national championship game. You're gone. It's like we lost to the Nebraska team. We lost to the Nebraska team that, in hindsight, went on to win back-to-back national titles. Beat Florida by 58 the following year in the title game. We fired our coach over it. It's like that's the way it's done. Not damn Mullen. I'm such a good coach. Dick.
I'm not saying Detroit wins it outright. I'm just saying that I think it's win by any number, any means necessary for the Titans. I just think it's a touchdown game. I don't think they blow out Detroit.
I mean, if you're a top-tier college recruit, how do you buy into this shit? You know, I'm going to go there and go for damn Mullen. Yeah, so you lose to LSU.
That is the number 1 school in Florida, though. If you want to go to college, you got to go to Florida, the Gators. Ain't that right, Ron?
Well, what's the number 1 in New York, Iona?
Columbia.
I know. I was trying to help Brian with his recruiting pitch.
Oh.
I don't even know what the top college in New York is.
Columbia. NYU.
Yeah, those 2.
I would say those are the top 2, but there's a lot of specialized schools there too. Parsons, Juilliard.
Syracuse is pretty good.
Yep. Can't spell suck without SU.
I forgot about that.
Where are we?
Right here. Well, I think the Titans are definitely going to get up for this game. I don't think it's a look-ahead spot. I was about to say what Mitch said. You know, they're still fighting for a division title with the Colts, and you know they need to win as many games as they can. And I don't think they're going to want to take any chances with this Lions team at home. We saw the Titans go into Jacksonville and beat the Jags up. I think they do the same thing here with the Lions. I'll lay the points with Tennessee.
I'm with you. Give me the points with Tennessee. Stafford is definitely not at 100% here. I see he is going to play this game, but how effective is he going to be? He's definitely not going to be very mobile or move around or whatsoever. He's pretty injured. I'm going to take the Titans to run over the Lions here today.
I like the Lions. I think the Titans maybe score like a late touchdown, maybe run like a fake 23 blast with a backside Georgia reverse, like their lives depended on it. But I really think that, they're going to need that to get the win. I think it's going to be a lot closer than this 9 points. I don't like the line. I don't like the public pounding of the Titans here.
You're making fun of my pick, and then you took them.
They were my
You're making fun of the Lions.
The Lions. They're either my dog of the day or in my parlay. They're one of those two.
I could just see the Titans lining up for a field goal and missing it.
I believe it. Well, obviously, Brian's a big fan of my YouTube videos.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I watched every one of your YouTube videos, I would never move away from my computer. I'd be there on 24/7. But I guess I should
put a lot of time and effort into those.
I just make sure I hit the like button. I just hit the button, like. Hit the button, like.
Let's see if I can find this thing.
I got a nickel for every time I've said that.
Fake 23 blast. The backside. Dogs.com here with your free pick in the Titans versus Lions NFL matchup on Sunday, December 20th. Over the years. So, I just think in this one, what we're going to see is a ton of points. I like the over 53, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, if you're looking for my best bets, the games I like the best. Over 53 was my video pick. So
I had no idea where that was coming from. It scared me so badly.
I had some misception here. I'm like, he's talking,
I was like,
but his lips aren't moving.
Obviously, big fans of our YouTube channel. Way to smash the like button, guys.
I watch a lot of the videos.
Every other channel's got a homer. It's like someone that, you see the people that answer the questions and stuff. It's like obviously not someone that knows anything about sports. It's like, I don't know. All I'm asking for is a like. I don't ask for much around here. Actually, I do ask for much. We got I got some guy yesterday wants to advertise on our site. Like, I get these all the time, like these competitors that want to advertise on our site. And then, like, what I always do is I quote them the I don't want to do it price. And then they always get really offended. It's like, instead of just ignoring them, I quote them I acknowledge them, but I give them the I don't want to do it price. I'll just name something ridiculous, whatever I'm in the mood for. Yeah, we'll put your banner on our site, It's like a direct competitor. Like $235,000 a month. How does that work? You have to do a year commitment, all paid up front. Bank wire. It's like if they say yes, I'll do it. But it's it's the I don't want to do it price. They get all offended, then they become aggressive. That's what happened yesterday. I always have fun with those guys. Anyways, Colts and Texans. Imagine if Deshaun Watson was on the Colts. How good that team would be.
Yep. For me here, I'm going to go with the Texans. I love the Colts defense. I like the Colts, but they seem to have close scoring games. And I think the Texans are better than their record. I think Watson keeps them in the game. So you can get a touchdown or more, which that's where the line's at. I'd take the Texans.
You see a lot less of that in the NFL than you see in the NBA, where the guy like Shaq will just, quietly ride out at the end of his contract. Then at the very end, he signs with the Lakers. It's like you rarely see that in the NFL. But like a guy like Deshaun Watson, why wouldn't you do it? Chris?
I'm going to take the under here. 4 of the last 5 have gone under the number, and I'm just expecting just a hard-hitting, low-scoring game, something like in the area like 20-17 or 24-20 or something like that. Just come in under the number, so give me the under here.
Lions must be in my parlay or my dog. No, they can't be because the parlay is totals. Dog of the day? Ron?
I'm going to take the Colts here. I don't like laying more than that touchdown. If you can get it at 7, that's better. But I just think, if the Texans can give up 36 to the Bears, imagine what the Colts can do. They just played a couple weeks ago, and the Colts only won by 6. But I think this is a game where, just like the Titans, they need it if they want a division title, and I don't see them messing around here. So I'll lay the points with Indianapolis.
For me, I'm going to go the Texans here. The history of this series has always been a close battle. 6-point win, 4-point win, 3-point win, 3-point win, 6-point win. Give me Houston here plus the points. I think they keep it within the 3-4 points.
I like the under. I'm going to Romanelli out on it. This one, take the total. You take the under. What? You don't just take totals? Let's rewatch yesterday's show.
I guess I just didn't realize.
You get a little heavy on the totals some days. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I like the under. I think what we have here in a lot of these games today, and I say it in the videos if you do watch them, unlike these guys, we have a lot of divisional matchups. And when you get to divisional matchups in December, generally the teams are built to play one another. So the scores are lower scoring and the games are tighter. And that's what this is going to be, a lower scoring game. I can't, in good conscience, take a Romeo Crennel team on the road with the points, even though I think it's going to be low scoring. But it could be a 10-point game. It could be a 7-point game. I think if maybe get the Colts and buy the hook. I'm not a big hook buyer, But I think 7 is the right number. It's the Colts, but I don't like when I do a pick or a bet or something. I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking to take a team that I like by half a point. Right?
It's the Colts money line. Minus 350.
Yeah, it's like no way. It's like there's nowhere for me to go, so I got to go with the under.
Take an Iceman pick.
Minus 350.
Yeah, that would be the Iceman.
If I win, can I jump up and down like I won, the super contest?
Oh my
or something?
God, I won a minus 350. Awesome.
No, I won. I'm the Iceman.
It's just like I'm not buying a hook unless there's an ER at the end of it and she comes with some bull.
I don't like to badmouth other people in their industry, but that guy's a douchebag.
Well, it's not just it. There's a lot of people that do stuff like that. So.
I know, but that guy's just a douchebag. Yes. It's like it's one thing to be a lousy handicapper, but that guy's an embarrassment. It's like
how would you like to buy a pick and open it up? And
yeah, I know. I know. and how would you like to be the person that does 900 videos a month and all these live shows and has staff of I don't know how many guys we have writing articles now. I mean, how many we have? 50, 10? Something like that.
At least.
Maybe, at least, right? More than that.
Yeah.
It's like you have this entire staff of people. I have bookkeepers, accountants, all these things. It's like that you guys don't see. Even the the videos, my nephews put those up. They're on the payroll. My wife is. You guys see, my wife does the Facebook group. And all that other stuff. It's like. Everyone is pitching in, so this guy can put his minus 350 pick in, to represent your brand. You gotta be kidding me. Not on my site. That's for damn sure. Gotcha. Got you guys. Well, Charles Lawrence be kicking field goals before that happens. Speaking of the Cowboys money line. I like the Cowboys' money line against the Niners. How about you, Brian?
For me, I'm going to go with the under here. I see a lot of running the football. Ezekiel Elliott, Mostert, both teams are going to be running the football heavy, and so I see it go. And both teams need the game. Both teams are still in it technically, so I'm going to take the under.
What are they in exactly?
Cowboys are still in the race for the NFC. I think
really?
The Cowboys are still in the race.
Because Washington has 6 wins, right? And then
it's a long shot, but they're in it.
All right. I'll tell you guys my angle when we get back to my turn.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys as well. I just think there's too much talent for this to be just a 3-win team, and against a team in 49ers that are still banged up, and I think Mostert's the only healthy guy really on that offensive side. So I'll take Dallas here.
Yeah, I agree. There's no way I can lay points with a San Francisco offense that just is so inefficient on the road. I mean, Dallas coming off a big win over the Cincinnati Bengals. I know it's the Bengals, but now they're home. They need the game to keep their season alive. So does San Francisco. But getting 3.5 points, if you can get that, I think a money line sprinkle is also valuable here. I'll take the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Cowboys here. On the 49ers team, injuries and all that stuff. They're just not been good. And the Cowboys team, that's they play their home. So give me Dallas here. Dallas puts the 3 points.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys in the money line here. I just don't even see how the Niners are favored in this game. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's no team that, like, you know, some teams are like, you know, early season teams, and some teams are late season teams, and some teams are just, you know, playoff teams. And the Cowboys work the off season like nobody's business. I mean, these guys. I mean, you want to see some guys who can negotiate some contracts. You look at the Dallas Cowboys. You know, these guys can work the offseason. In order to work the offseason, you got to put up some numbers. Now, of course, the Cowboys don't put up numbers in meaningful situations. It takes a game like this, a garbage game at home, you know. This is where they put up those numbers. They tack on those 2 to 3 extra touchdowns, that extra 100 yards plus, that extra 10, 11 catches, because they know offseason comes around. That's their time. That's when they negotiate those contracts. Look at the Cowboys. Look at those contracts, man. Look at them. Highest paid running back, highest paid receiver, highest paid, right? It's like they're all on the Cowboys. Is DeMarcus Lawrence like the highest paid defensive lineman? He's up there. I'm sure Aaron Donald makes more, but I'm sure he's way up there. These guys love the offseason. They love the offseason.
Yeah, if these guys want to continue, they need to have a good game today.
Oh, no, they love the offseason. This is their offseason game. This one. Remember that game against the Niners?
Aaron Donald, $22.5 million a year.
He's worth it.
And then followed by DeForest Buckner.
He's worth it.
$21 million.
That's
and
why you
Chris
get traded.
Jones.
That's how you get traded, is having that
And
kind of
then
contract.
Chris Jones is third at $20 million.
Another guy, he just signed that deal, and he earned that in the Super Bowl when he should have been the MVP of that game. Washington football team, the Eskimos, up against Seattle Seahawks. Ron, what do you think about this nickname for Washington, the Eskimos? Do you find it offensive?
No, but I would like Washington to come up with a name pretty soon.
They say they're going to go another season without one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, you know, they're going to come up with a new name as well.
Why?
Because they're sick of the protesters.
For baseball.
Oh, the Indians.
We're
not allowed to say it anymore. We have to pretend that it never happened.
Oh, you mean the? Oh, okay. You mean
we have to pretend that it never happened.
We were talking NFL. I was thinking the Browns. I was like, Browns. What?
Cleveland Rocks is one of the finalists. The Rocks. What's the other one? What are the finals? I'll look it up while we're going. Anyways, we got Washington and Seattle. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go with the over here. I know Washington doesn't have the best offense in the world, but Seattle has one of the worst defenses in the world. I think they put up enough points to get it over the total. So for me, I'm taking the over here.
Yeah, I think this is my least favorite game on at least the afternoon portion of the board, but I'll take Washington. I think that defense can do enough to keep this one within 4 to 6 points. I think Dwayne Haskins have fire lit under him now that he gets a chance to start back under center. So the Seattle defense hasn't really been anything to write home about this season. So I'll take the 3 points with Washington here.
Yeah, I agree. I like Washington and the points. I just think, if the Giants with Colt McCoy can beat Seattle on the road, Washington's defense can certainly do a number on Seattle here. And like Chris said, one of the worst defenses, or Brian said, one of the worst defenses in the league is Seattle. And I think Washington puts up enough points, and I think Haskins has a strong performance. So I'll take the points with Washington.
I'm with Brian on this. I like the over. Seattle's defense bad. I think Haskins going to put up. Washington put up some points. Seattle's going to put up some points. I like the over. Give me the over.
All right. I like the Eskimos. Arizona.
What did you say? What did you say, Mitch? I missed that.
I like the Eskimos.
Oh.
Got Cardinals and Eagles, the Battle of the Birds. In Phoenix. Man, this stadium's getting a workout.
Yeah, for me in this one, there's just way too much money on the over. I see it's going up almost 2 points, but it just makes me like the under even more. I'd wait closer to kickoff, get an even better number on that total. I think the Eagles defense has to show up. You're going to see a lot of running the football from Philadelphia. And I would be shocked if they won it outright. I like Hurts, but I might take the under.
Yeah, I'm going to take Arizona here. I just think it's only a matter of time before Jalen Hurts, runs into some trouble. I think this Arizona defense doesn't get necessarily a lot of the credit I don't think it deserves. So I'll take Arizona to win this one by a touchdown. I think it's 24-17.
Spiders, naps, or spiders, naps, the Rocks or Rockers, and the Guardians, and the Buckeyes.
I think the Rockers was the name of their WNBA franchise when they had one.
There's the Great Lakes, the Municipals, Wild Things, Blues, Baseball Club.
The CBC.
I think what I've heard is the Spiders and the Naps are the two that it's, and the Rockers.
Yeah, I go with the Spiders or the Naps. I mean.
Where are we?
For me here, I think that there's going to be a little bit of overreaction on the Eagles after their big win over the Saints last week. Cardinals defense really took care of the Giants in a big way, and that was with Daniel Jones in the lineup last week on the road. So I like the Cardinals laying the points here at home.
Right.
Yeah, with you. I'm not the Eagles guy here. I'm just waiting for the Eagles to shoot themselves in the foot like they always do. Give me the Cardinals here. I think they win this by 10.
I like the Eagles in the over. I don't think we see one punt in this whole game. Not a punt.
I think they'll see lots of punts.
No punting.
You'll be seeing tons
Zero.
of punts. What's the betting line on total punts in the game? I'll bet the over the total punts.
Total punts. I'll take a punt.
Imagine betting how many punts they're going to be in the game.
It's like when you bet on corners in soccer.
Punt is a pretty funny word.
Come on, punt, let's go.
Punt. I'm going to add that to my list of funny words. I have a list of words. Funny words.
Did Alabama punt last night at all?
Or grout is a funny word. Yeah, they punted in the second half. Grout's a funny word. You ever have a grout discussion with someone? It's like we just redid the bathroom, so it's like we had a whole grout discussion. It's like, I'm like, grout's a funny word. I'm thinking to myself, like, that's a funny word. It's like you get into a grout discussion. It's like, oh my man, it's like I do a couple of these. It's like I don't know what's worse, the grout or the grout tint discussion. Time is it? It's like got a lot of videos to do today.
Oh no, there is a punt prop.
There it is.
It's which team is going to have more punts in the game. The Eagles are minus 135. Cardinals are plus.
I only want a total punt prop.
No, I know, but I'm saying there's just a team. Which team's going to kick more?
I think the Eagles will punt more. Just
I think
because
it's
they're
going to be 0 in the game.
Oh, come on. I don't know where this offense is going to come from. Eagles offense is terrible. Even I like Hurts, but I think that their coach is just horrible. And then Arizona, I think the Eagles defense will get after Murray.
A lot of people on Bears money line in the comments.
I thought it'd be the Chiefs money line.
Well, the way we do college basketball is we kind of just spread it out there. Everyone just gives picks on what they feel like it. I like UConn in that one. Way too many squares on the Creighton.
Yeah, love the Huskies.
Love the Huskies. They're awesome this year too. They're good.
This is where they get their respect.
They kind of come. They're back. You know, and it's like that. It's always like, you know, when you find that team that's on the way, that's back, but nobody really wants to give them credit for being back because they've been burned on them the last few years. Yeah. Yep. Yuppers. Rams and the Jets. J-E-T. I took the Jets in the video. I did it. 17 points. I like that Denzel Mims, man. I think he's the backdoor cover guy in this game. I think that some of the other teams, like I was a big Jerry Jeudy guy during the draft, but watching the receivers this year, you know, that have come on board, I would say, you know, obviously Ruggs and I would say that Jefferson, but I would say Mims is right there with any of those guys. This guy, I mean, he's on the Jets and he's doing these things. He's the only thing they have. He makes everybody else better. Right? I mean, all the other
I used to hear that on my softball team. I made everybody else better.
You made everyone else look better because you were so bad?
Maybe. And this game, I love the Jets. I agree with you, Mitch. Rams have the Seattle Seahawks on deck next. I think it's hard to get up for crappy Jets and just blow them out of the building. So I could easily see the Jets get a backdoor cover here to somebody. But give me all these points. Give me the Jets. I think it's one of the strongest free picks out there.
I'll tell you what the strongest free pick is the Vikings, because a lot of people hammered me on the YouTube comments. I'm still getting them. You know, I'm still getting them. It's like, you know, when I get YouTube comments that bad on the video, like the worst, the mean, like, you know, like slimy ones, that's when, I mean, money, straight money.
The line is down to 2.5.
I know. I just got a new car. I'm going to have to get another one. I just got one. It's not even, it's got like 100 miles on it or something.
I was looking at cars yesterday.
I just got the M340 BMW. White.
I'd love to get a Corvette, but I don't know where the hell I put it.
Big wheels. Put it in your new house.
I need something. I can't park in the side of the road here and get dinged up.
Time to buy a house with a big-ass garage.
I thought I was moving into your outside of your house and your guest house. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
We leveled the guest house and built a yard for our dog. That's what we did.
I had tabs on your guest house.
Yes.
Mitch didn't even finish the sentence before the damn it came out. We total damn it.
Speaking of damn it, Chris, Jets, Rams.
Ah, damn it. I'll take the Jets. This is a lot. This is a ton of points. And I just think that the Hounds will get called off for the Rams, and and the Jets will sneak in the back door and cover this game like 23-6. We've already seen one bad New York team come in and give the Rams issues, so I think we see a second one here. Give me the Jets.
444 likes at the Pick Dogs channel. It's pretty sad considering I have 1,102 people watching. Please hit the like button. It costs you nothing. Helps us a ton. I don't ask for much in return.
And you're going to get
shows.
a killer premium pick.
And
Picks.
if we get to 550, you'll get a free premium pick. All right, 500. You got me. Ron?
Yeah, I agree. There's just too many points to lay here. Obviously, Brian said the Rams have Seattle on deck, and that's big here. So I just think 17. We've seen the Jets cover some numbers like this before, and I think they do it again. So I'll take the Jets.
We've also seen the Rams look sluggish in spots like this.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at home especially. You know, we've seen them in these 17-9 games. I think that was the score of the Giants game, right? It was something like that.
Yep.
It was like they won, but it was like a late, it was like 10-3 most of the game. They scored like a late, Rod? Can't hear you. You're on mute.
I'm going to take the Rams here. This Rams defense will have no problem stopping this Jets defense. And Rams will run and put up points all day. Give me, I think the final score is 31-10. Give me the Rams.
You ruined my consensus, you bastard. Just about to hit
I can't lay with the Jets.
17 points.
Come on, laying with no Jets. Yes.
17
Rams
points in an
win by
NFL
21.
game.
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe if it was Chiefs-Jets. I did lay it, right? It was like 20, and they covered. But it was like, this is different. What's the public like in that one? 60% of the money on the Rams. I don't know, man. I like the Jets there. Saints against the Chiefs. I'm sticking with my spread knowledge pick. I'm taking the Saints. They gave it an A rating. A rating for spread knowledge on this. I'm going to show it again just to piss people off. Just going to show it right on the board exactly what spread knowledge said about this game. There it is. A rating. People get confused with spread knowledge. They think it's confusing, but to me, it's like an A is better than a C. I mean, how is that confusing? Yeah. Anyways, Brian.
Well, this is the classic sharps versus Filet-O-Fishes in this one. But for me, as far as the total goes, I'm going to go with the under. Everybody's expecting a shootout, but I like New Orleans defense. I like Kansas City's defense. So I'll take the under 53.5, under 52.5.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over here. I'll see there just be a ton of scoring here. And I think Drew Brees being back is going to lift up this lineup a little bit. It'll give him a little bit more flexibility with throwing everyone else at different positions. I think Taysom Hill can go back to being that wildcat running back. It gives him a little bit more playbook flexibility. I think the Chiefs are going to get their fair share of points here as well. So give me the over.
Michael Thomas is not playing. It's still this line really not moving at all. Ron?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any premium picks for NFL today, but if I had one, this would be one of them. I'd like the Saints plus the points at home. I think you could sprinkle a little bit on the money line. I think this is a big bounce back spot after the loss to Philadelphia with Drew Brees back in. Like Chris said, the lineup's going to be lifted up a bit. I don't care that Michael Thomas is out. I like the Saints.
Get this all the time. Does Mitch and Brian get along behind the scenes?
Sure.
I think so. I would say so. I get along with everybody.
Well, I did control myself yesterday. I was going to send you a bunch of gators chomping, but I didn't. Because I said, oh, it's not good to send your boss and bust his balls. I didn't. But I thought about it.
I don't really care. Believe me. Like I said, I got a Notre Dame and a Florida loss on the same day with the Florida quarterback on his hands and knees on the turf in tears. I mean,
he wanted to win that game.
Exactly. It really hurt. He really wanted it.
Boy, if they would have got that onside kickback.
Oh no, they didn't. They didn't get the onside kick. No, they lost. They lost. It was awesome. It was fantastic. It was one. So you have all-time Gator losses, right? I mean, that one doesn't even rank in an all-time Gator loss for me. the number one, 31-3, Miami against Florida, right? That was the number one because we called timeout with 4 seconds left to kick an extra field goal up 28-3. That was my favorite. Then we had the Emmitt Smith game where we held him to 4 yards. That was another gem. That was the gem. Then there was the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans where the night before the game, there was a fight in the streets on Bourbon Street, and Al Blades just tagged one of those big Gator defensive linemen and knocked him out cold with a right hook. That was another gem. That was the game I was at too at the Swamp. Rex Grossman and the number 1 ranked Gators. Rex came running out of the tunnel with his helmet held high. It was like select a seat day in the third quarter. Wilson McGahee ran for about 260 in that one. That was another great Gator game. So many to choose from because they're just a heap of disappointment on the football field. That Nebraska national championship game was a gem too. What was the final in that one, Chris? The Nebraska-Florida national championship game.
So.
I at least that I could say is that my friends that I grew up with that went to University of Florida, they were thrown out of the stadium during that game. So I mean that's the redeeming thing there.
62-24.
62-24, but it wasn't that close. It wasn't even that close. It was probably most of those points were probably in garbage time. I think it was like 59-7 at one point.
Well, Florida was up after the first.
They were up? The Gators?
Were up after the first quarter.
So they had hope. That's the best.
So it was 10-6 after the first quarter.
And they had hope.
And then
with
2:21 left in the third, it was 42-10 Nebraska.
That's exactly when they got thrown out.
And then Florida scored with like a minute left to make it 42-18.
Dressed it up. They dressed it up.
With 5 minutes left in the fourth, it was 62-18.
Yep. See, and that's pretty much exactly how the game was. I mean,
62.
I tell you what.
How many Carolina put up on.
I know Kyle Trask cried yesterday, but that kind of brings a tear to my eye. It's just beautiful. You can't make that stuff up. So good. So good. Giants against the Browns, Sunday Night Football. Did we go around the board here with the Saints Chiefs? You did it, Rod?
No, I'll take the under in this Saints Chiefs matchup. It looks like the world's on the over. Why, I have no idea. The last 4 meetings between these two have all went under the number. I think we got a nice defensive battle here. I don't see this as a shoot.
You don't like the Saints? A little bit. We got over 550 likes.
Maybe he's not at liberty to say. You never know.
We got over 550 likes. I gave out the Dolphins as a premium today. So there it is. There's mine.
College hoops. I like Grand Canyon.
I have that one also. So there's 2 premiums for me.
For me, my premium I'm giving out for free is the Texas Longhorns college basketball. They're going to just absolutely annihilate, crush, just like Wisconsin did yesterday. Take Texas.
Against Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
Oklahoma State. In a regular season game?
Did against, Texas crusher today.
What's the line on that? Because it dropped, right? From
I got 6, so I don't know what
it was. 8.
It
was 8. It was 8.
What is it now? 6 and a half, 6.5, 7. So
I did the video. It was 8 last night.
I've seen 7s.
I could see it being a 3-4 point game. Don't love
for me, my college hoops premium. I love St. John's laying the 4.
Love St.
That's my favorite play of the entire week almost. Love St. John's.
It's a dream.
Yeah, this is going to be. We've seen weird lines with back-to-back games, and Georgetown, they just played each other. This is a key example of how the other team's going to grab the win, and pretty convincingly. I love St. John.
Right. Anything for
me?
Audience?
Yeah, for me, I already gave it out. Give me Dallas here. Dallas over the 49ers. Love Dallas today. We're definitely undervalued and underrated here in this I don't know why the public's all enamored with this beat up 49ers team.
All right, we've got the Giants and the Browns. Sunday night football. I'll be live at halftime, trying to recover from my yesterday's halftime, which was a disaster. I wasn't going to do it, and then I went on, and it was like, oh, man, it's kind of crapped out. I think I hit the over in the second half of the Alabama game, and I lost everything else.
Yeah, for me in this Sunday night game, everybody seems to be on the Cleveland Browns, but we've seen what the Browns have done over their long history. I think the Giants bounce back today, take the points. It's a gift. The refs are going to keep the Giants in it. Giants all day.
Chris? Colt McCoy.
Yeah, I see this one being an over. I just see a lot of scoring in this game.
Pain. I'll kill him to death.
For me, I like the Giants as well. I just think that, it's Sunday Night Football. It's a primetime game, and we've seen Colt McCoy beat the Seahawks outright on the road, so I don't know why the Giants can't cover 6.5 at home in a game that they need to win. I'm not sure if they win it outright, but getting 6.5, I'll take the Giants.
Yeah, give me the Giants here as well. The Browns are 0-6 in their last games as a road favorite. That's not going to change. Take the Giants.
I like the over as well. I'm with Ruffalo here. I think you're going to see some scoring. All right.
Make sure you pick up our NFL packages. All these guys today.
What do you got for sale, Brian? 3-pack?
Got my NFL 3-pack. It's gonna be definitely a profit pack. $50. Pickdogs.com. Check it out. 62% run in NFL.
5 NFL and 3 college hoops for me. Chris?
Yeah, I got my Sunday college hoop save cracker 5-pack, $40. And sweep the board with that, and then I got the Shotgun Sunday NFL 3-pack for $29.95 over at Pick Dog Sports Chat Praise Premium.
Ron?
Yeah, for me, I got my Super Sunday Trio on college hoops, and I just want to make it known today is the last day you can grab my college hoop season pass on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays Premium.
Chris, stop grabbing Ron's pass. Rod?
For me, I got Sunday Fun Day. I got 4 NFL and 3 college. Nice touchdown a place. We're going to smash the board today.
Don't even think about touching Ron's pass after tomorrow.
That's all I can think about now.
Don't even think about it. There's always one the next day. I was going to buy the pass. I always get at least one email. It's like,
do the same with the college football pass. Bowl pass is up there.
You got your bowl pass up?
Well, yeah, I mean, it would have been better to buy it on Friday when you got the whole weekend free, but hey, it's still there. $250 gets you every single bowl play from the #1 college football handicapper. Check it out.
Brian's too good to pass up bowl pass. $250.
That gets you that gets you a lot of plays.
That's ridiculous. It's like, how are you going to make any money?
Well, it's not going to be up very long. I mean.
It's like, because if you sold those picks individually, would you sell like $50, right? So
yep.
that would cover you for 5 days out of how many? 30? And that includes the national championship game in the playoffs?
Well, we always try to beat the price of our competitors, and normally they're about $300. So $250 is a good deal.
I think our prices are fair, and I also think that we deliver better product than our competitors.
So there's no crappy bonus code every day.
Yeah, there's no one on our site giving out minus 350 money line favorites. Does not happen here. Does not happen. I mean, we don't need to beat the prices of anyone. You could charge whatever the hell you want. It's like, I mean, look what these other guys are charging at the other sites. What does Covers charge for a month? $5,000.
Probably $500 probably for a month.
It's like $5,000.
And that's off the top of my head. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, those guys suck. I mean, a lot of them, well, not all of them, but they have guys there that are just horrid. They have Ricky Tran. He's not even a real person. It's like it's Jesse Shuley. It's not even Asian. It's phony. Threw his ass out. Go to send him his money. It's like, I'm sending it to Jesse Shuley.
Yeah, I saw Vermont on this college basketball schedule. Are they actually playing today?
I thought they got canceled, but
That sucks. Speaking of college basketball, let's get to the games. Got early action starting in just a little bit. Creighton UConn is the noon game, and then at 1 o'clock, Iowa State and Jackson State. Battle of state schools right there. Rutgers and Illinois. That's the game of the day for the fans like me. I will have that on. Got Xavier Marquette, which should be a competitive game as well. Northeastern against Old Dominion. I didn't even see that one on the board. I would have probably done a video on that. Robert Morris against Marshall. Manhattan against Marist. Wisconsin Green Bay against Milwaukee. Arkansas against ORU. That's Oral Roberts. Detroit against Wright State. Binghamton against Stony Brook. Hartford against Maine. Albany and UMBC, the rematch. The Great Danes taking out the Retrievers yesterday. Oh, no, they didn't take them out. They covered, though, right? Is that what happened? Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State, Texas. Sorry. Brian, anything there you want to talk about?
Absolutely love UConn. Get on them early. I think they went outright, but I'm going to take the points and sprinkle money line. And then Robert Morris plus 15.5. I think they keep it within 10. Marshall.
I know it's hard to beat the same team in back-to-back spots, but I like Milwaukee against Green Bay here. Green Bay's terrible, and I like Oral Roberts getting the 19 against Arkansas. We've seen Oral Roberts hang around against Wichita State, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. They bagged out a cover, so if you can cover 15 against Oklahoma, I think you can cover 19 against Arkansas. So I'll take Oral Roberts here as well.
We got a Gator apologist here in the comments. I'm way behind on him, but we have one saying they're a good team. They didn't get walked over. They got 3 losses. Okay, you got 3 losses. You're a 3-loss team. That's what I'm
Well, they had a tough schedule.
You got to beat the teams that are put in front of you, and there are other teams that play tough schedules too. Because believe me, the only reason why Florida's schedule looked as tough this year is because number one, they played Alabama in the championship game, but LSU was not considered a tough opponent this year. Generally, they would be, but this year they aren't. Texas A&M is usually a cupcake as well. And the thing is that normally Florida, their out of conference will be like New Mexico State, Hawaii at home, and then they'll play
Florida State.
No, yeah, well they'll play Florida State, but they're not good this year either. But they're out of conference. They used to play Miami every year, and they replaced them with like South Dakota. True story.
They got tired of beating up Miami every year, so they put on.
Nope, they got tired of losing. They got tired of losing is what happened. Them and Notre Dame both, and they both got, and Penn State. They all got tired of losing. Oklahoma, too. Used to play every single year. Used to play Miami. Used to play those teams every single year. All dropped Miami. Sick of losing. Who's up, Ron?
yeah. I'm going to take UConn plus the points. Love that game, just like you guys. And I'm also going to take the under in the Maine and Hartford game. 2 teams that just have terrible offenses, and the total's low for a reason at 129. I like Northeastern plus the 6 against Old Dominion. I think they can hang with the Monarchs and perhaps win that game outright. And that's it for that window.
Rod?
For me, I like UConn. I'm with you guys. Give me UConn here. I think they win this game outright over Creighton. I also like Marquette and Xavier under. I think that total is just a touch too high. I see this ending both teams in the 60s. Definitely not getting in the 70s. And I like Wright State to beat Detroit again. They beat him yesterday. I don't see why they can't come back and beat him again.
I like UConn. I like them. I like them a lot. I like them money line. It's up to 4.5 on the points. I like Illinois against Rutgers, but I think that's going to be a real bruise fest. I think that's going to be a really good game. That's the game of the day. I like Marquette against Xavier. Money line as well. I like Milwaukee against Green Bay. I like Arkansas against Oral Roberts. I like Albany again, the Great Danes. I have a retriever, but I'm the Great Danes.
Oral Roberts, that's one of my favorite schools.
I understand.
I agree with Chris on that one. Great value.
I understand. Drake versus Chicago State. Youngstown State versus Northern Kentucky. Horizon League Sunday action. Was it Weber State or Weber State? Never can get that right.
I always thought it was Weber.
Yeah, all right, we'll call him Weber for the sake of. What's the grill? Weber?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one I know.
All right. Portland State, Weber State. We'll defer to Romanelli, our smart guy, on that one. Houston versus...
Yeah, it is Weber. It's Weber.
Of course it is. That's why you're our smart guy. Houston versus Alcorn State. Rod will throw out some big words once in a while, but you're still our smart guy. Seton Hall versus Providence, consecutively. Did you just say consecutively?
I said consecutively.
Brian, who do you like in these?
Did you get the Providence Seton Hall?
Yes, I threw it out. That was the last one in this.
All right. I love Providence in this one almost as much as UConn. I think the Friars come to play. Keep it within a bucket. Take Providence. Take Providence and the points here.
Ed Cooley's got the sweat working up for that one already. I love Ed Cooley. He's one of my favorite coaches of any sport. I just think that guy. I just like the coaches that are just coaching up a storm the entire game. It's like he started working the refs 3 days ago. You know, it's like Ed, the game's not for another 3 days. He's like, but you really gotta. I mean, that guy, he is a hell. I can't imagine having to recruit against that guy. How you could, it's like that's the beauty of college basketball. You only get X amount of guys. It's not like football where you get 20 something. College basketball you only get 2-3 guys a year unless you're like Kentucky.
Yeah, I got two in this time, so I like Drake laying the 32 against Chicago State. I just think this is a game that's over by halftime, and Chicago State's terrible. I think Drake's not a secret anymore. Everybody knows how good this team is. And I'm with Brian. I like Providence against Seton Hall. I think it's a 2-point game at most if Providence doesn't win it outright.
Any chance Ed Cooley sweats right through the suit coat in this one?
Oh, within the first 5 minutes.
He's already sweat as he gets to the court.
He's working up a lather. He's got the towel going. Ron?
Yeah, I agree. I like Providence and the points, and I would sprinkle some on the money line. I like Youngstown State plus the 4. I think they bounce back after a blowout loss to Northern Kentucky. And I like Weber State just because I can say their name. No, Portland State, I was big on them before the season, but they're just not gelling right now, so I'll take Weber State and lay the points.
Rod?
For me, nice little triple in the spot. Take Weber State, take Houston over Alcorn State, and take Providence plus the points. And all those are the 3 I love in the spot. I think I parlay all those 3 out.
I like
Good
that.
pick.
I like it too. I like Houston especially and Providence out of those. I don't like Weber State as much as you guys. I'm not as enamored with Weber State. But I think you go with the blowout parlay, the Drake, the Houston, and then Ed Cooley.
Yeah, I like that. That one works too.
So, got so Purdue Fort Wayne used to be Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. right? So now they're just Purdue, Fort Wayne. Still the Mastodons. Mastodons take on the Vikings. Cleveland State against Purdue, Fort Wayne. Nevada against Air Force. Tennessee Martin, Skyhawks against Western Illinois, the Leathernecks. Georgia Tech against Delaware State. St. John's against Georgetown. Anything there, Brian?
Yeah, I like the Oakland plus the 4 or UIC. And did we get to Georgetown, St. John's?
Yes.
Love the Johnny Cakes today. Take them. They're going to roll up on Georgetown Hoyas in a big way.
Speaking of Johnny Cakes, Ruffalo.
Sorry. Listen, I didn't know it was my turn. I was kind of drooling. Just thought of Johnny Cakes. Yeah, I like St. John's as well. It's kind of tough for me last night, but I opened my eyes this morning. I realized that St. John's all the way. And I like Nevada here. I just think Nevada beats up on Air Force as well. So I see Mitch smirking about something.
We can go with the Ruffalo in the Vito outfit for the we'll cut to him in the Vito outfit with the whip. Smash the like button before I whip your ass.
I know what I'm sending Chris for his birthday. I'm going to get him a cameo from Vito himself, wishing him a happy birthday, telling me he's his #1 fan. So that's what he's going to get from me for his birthday.
Ron, you a Sopranos fan?
No.
No, never got into it. Too young.
Mm-hmm. Too young, probably.
Have you ever watched it though at all?
Like little clips and stuff.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's your homework. You gotta
Okay.
You gotta binge it.
You know, I never miss out on homework.
You gotta binge it.
Yeah, you're on holiday.
It's like I don't know anyone that's binge watched The Sopranos because everyone I know was glued to the set when it was on. You know, but it's definitely it's binge worthy. I think I know more people that binged Breaking Bad than Sopranos.
I got my Bada Bing T-shirt yesterday. I'm breaking that out. I like the Bada Bing, which is the strip club, the gentleman's club.
Yeah, we know.
On the show.
We know.
Well, I'm selling it for Ron Romanelli.
We're familiar. There's so many good Sopranos episodes. What a show. What a program. Ron, who do you like in this time slot besides St. John's?
Yeah, like I said, premium play in St. John's, but in the other games, I like Western Illinois plus the 4 against UT Martin. I'd also lean to the over in that game. Two terrible defenses, and I think it's going to come down to the final shot. And that's about it in that window, yeah.
Air Force is a pretty crappy road team. Rod?
But you know what I like in the spot? Nevada to beat up Air Force. Because you're just what you just said. Air Force is a crappy road team.
Like, even when they're good, they're a crappy road team. It's like just a crappy ass road team. Man. It's like, hey, we got to really get up for this one. Coach, you understand we're a crappy ass road team.
Line's kind of talking to you in that one, though. I'd be careful.
I understand. I see it. I got the same stuff. I got all the same. I got the lights and bells and whistles going here too. But I mean, you just don't understand just how crappy they are on the road. Anything else? Little Delaware State for you? 31.5.
Ooh.
You got the Hornets and the Yellow Jackets. I mean, it could be a real.
I have a chance, eh? I'm not touching that, though.
It's a Pier 6 brawl. It's what Gordon Zoll used to say on Championship Wrestling from Florida. It's a Pier 6 brawl.
We can't tantalize Rod with that one.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, he has Tantalizing Thursday.
I know. I've been up at. I mean, everyone like sees me on Facebook, you know. So when I wake up, you know, because I check, you know, and see what's going on, and you know, everything with the site, and everyone can see. They're like, "Man, you're up early." It's like, yeah, I got the nightmare stuff. Rod's Tantalizing Thursday.
I mean, we're supposed to said like titillating Tuesday or something.
Don't egg them on.
I don't know. We might get titillating Tuesday if you keep
Peep Show Mondays.
Yeah, Don't buy into this. All right, the nightcaps: Northwestern against Michigan State, Grand Canyon against San Francisco. Full 1-point line drop in that game since Ruffalo gave it out. Minnesota against St. Louis. Vermont against UMass Lowell is postponed. The Catamounts. And then Washington's got the balls to get back on the court. Plus 9.5 against Colorado. You say Cala, I say Rada. Colorado. Brian, any of these games do it for you?
Well, I got in on Minnesota pretty big early this morning. I see us down to 2 in some spots. Love the Golden Gophers here. I think they went outright, but I'm going to take the points.
Might be one of the few where I'm going to go the other way. I like St. Louis. I just really like this Billikens team. And the fact they're favored on the road against a decent Big Ten team tells me that how good this team actually is. I'll take St. Louis. I like Michigan State. Even at 7, this line just seems really low to me. I think it should be an 8.5 or a 9, so I'll take the Spartans. And like I said earlier, my free premium, I like Grand Canyon against San Francisco. It's one of the better value plays on the board. I think Grand Canyon could actually win that game outright.
Not a lot of love here for... here it comes. Marquette beat Creighton. And who just beat Seton Hall beat Marquette. And it's like, if you go by who beat who,
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Then you got Louisiana, beating Oklahoma in football. That's what you get. You're going to get somewhere like that. Alabama State is going to be, South Alabama is going to beat, Oklahoma. It doesn't make any sense at all. Who did Florida A&M just beat? They beat somebody pretty decent. What's for lunch? It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's about lunchtime for me. So I'm going to get a grilled cheese with bacon in it. And it's going to be a circle.
Damn it.
I'm going to cut the corners off of that.
I was hoping Brian was still going to keep. He's like, Brian's going to cut the crust off. It'll still be square.
Where are we, Chris?
Here. I'm going to take Grand Canyon. I like the points with Grand Canyon here, and I like Minnesota plus the 2.5. This is the first road spot, I believe, for St. Louis. They played a lot of their games at home or a neutral site. And I think Minnesota bounces back from a disgusting loss to Illinois, so I'll take Minnesota.
Rod?
I'm with you guys. I like Grand Canyon. Give me Grand Canyon on the money line. St. Louis, Minnesota, I like the over. Both teams are going to score. I think we're going to see both teams running up the score here. Give me the over 145.5 in that one. And give me Colorado to whoop up Washington.
I like St. Louis and Colorado in that time slot. 2 road teams late. There it is. Bill Belichick's 20-5 against a rookie QB. He's also like his worst record against any team is Miami. It's like, you could always shape the trends, and that's why I always say, like, if you've seen the way I do the parlay videos when I show the premium area, and I harp on the documented of the premium picks, and I show everyone how they can see all the premium picks and everything. That's the reason I harp on that, is that you can mold your record any way you want to make it show whatever you want. You just keep extending it or shrinking it down, or take a sample. But if you show everything and everything counts, then very tough to manipulate the data, as they say. And not many sites are willing to do that. They're not. I only know really one or two others, right, that do that. Not a ton. Anyways, parlay time, Ruffalo. Spit it out.
Yes, sir. Okay. I'm going to go with Grand Canyon, Nevada, and Providence. That's my basketball parlay. And for NFL, I'm going to go Miami, Washington, and New Orleans.
Rod.
Okay, for me, basketball one, I'm going to go Houston, Providence, and St. John's. Parlay those three up. Football, I'm going to go Dolphins, Dallas, Chiefs game under. What number?
Ron Romanelli.
I got two parlays. First one's in the NFL. I'm going to take the Saints and the points, the Cowboys and the points, and the New York Football Giants and the points. And then in college basketball, I'm going to take St. John's and lay the 4.5. I'm going to take UConn and the points, and I'm going to take Western Illinois and the points.
Brian Bittler.
I forgot to give out my first touchdown scorer in the primetime game tonight. Darius Slayton plus 1,500 scored the first touchdown. And my parlay is a mixed bag parlay. New York Giants money line, Providence money line, and the Minnesota Gophers money line. $100.
For the NFL parlay, I'm going to go with the over in the Philly versus Arizona game that Brian hates so much. I'm going to parlay that up with the Lions with the points and the under in the Houston-Indy game. So those three. And then for my college basketball parlay, I'm going to take UConn moneyline, Illinois, and Marquette moneyline.
Someone said UConn got postponed.
What?
I think someone was saying that.
Yeah, I looked on Twitter and I didn't see anything, but
I don't see anything either, so I'm looking right on their website and I don't see nothing.
Ruffalo can be such a drama queen sometimes, man. Seriously.
This is why I don't see anything.
They're going to postpone the game. Oh, no. It's like, Brian, how much crying did you hear before the college football season that there wasn't going to be college football?
I know a lot of guys that in the business that were crying about it. Yeah.
I am not seeing it on our friends at ESPN. They're not saying it's canceled.
Well, if it is, it is. It's a shame because it would have been a nice game, but oh well. There's 100 other games.
It's not even like in the news or anything.
There's nothing. I couldn't find anything.
I find nothing. Anything else you guys want to say? Because people say, like, I don't give you a chance to talk and I'm an asshole and all those other things. Anything you want to say? Anybody? Ron?
well, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. And Happy New Year if I don't see you before then.
What are you getting for
What a nice
Christmas?
guy.
What do you know what you're getting? Got any anything on your wish list? I got new golf clubs. I got new irons.
I'm not really. I never know what to ask for, so it'll be a surprise for me. But
I got some really nice irons. I'm excited. I'm stoked. Got PXGs with the steel fiber shafts. Custom fitted.
Just wait till I get you in the golf course.
See that swing again?
You're gonna have to give me 20 strokes.
Let's see that swing. Well, what's your handicap? I'll tell you how many strokes.
I don't even keep track of that stuff.
Well, then how do you know if you're improving? I'm a 7'9".
Oh, I'm not very good.
I'm a 7'9", and I'm telling you, I play like a 15.
I beat Kevin Thomas by 20 strokes. So
you know what it is? I have a really good short game. And it's like, it kills me because I'm really like a 13 to 15 handicap. I'm like a mid-80s, like is where I should be. But I get up and down, from anywhere. It's like I can miss the greens, and it's like if I miss the green, it's a par, most of the time because I get up and down almost all the time. It's like if I'm on the green, then I make a few birdies. I'm a good chipper and putter. That's what it really comes down to. That's it. Ruffalo, nothing? Who's winning the contest? Want to give us an update?
Yeah, let me pull up leaderboards quick.
Pull up the leaderboard.
Well, while he's doing that, remember out there, if you guys get a 3, 7-day, 30-day, 1-year plan, you get a consensus report matching the data, your package that you purchase from anybody on the site.
Yes, you will.
Just a little update. If you are going to drop out of the contest, let somebody know. So I don't have to keep making all these people go orange and then red and then kick you out. And it's a pain in the butt. If you're gonna just drop out and not enter anymore, just I have no problem. Send me a little message. Say, hey, I'm done. I tapped.
Yeah, it's okay to tap. I mean,
yeah, it's all right to say
it was
that.
free.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Helps out at
Put a notice. Put a thing up in the Facebook group and say that. Let people know that. Let them know. So if you want to tap, they don't have to do it publicly. They could, they can message you or whatever. They don't have to publicly post that they tap.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't want anybody to be like, hey, some people get embarrassed about that stuff. And like, hey, sometimes you have bad runs. It happens.
If we want somebody to get embarrassed, we'll just have them on the show with us.
And we'll put them in the big hot seat over here.
so our top 5 for pick dogs, we've got 280 James Clark with 2,454 units. Got a 1,000-unit lead on number 340 in second place, Ivan Olivares. Sorry if I'm pronouncing some of these names wrong. And then third, you got Lloyd Hamilton at plus 1385. Michael Facina fourth at plus 1330.
No, these are most of these names I recognize.
And Forrest Altland in fifth, 188 is plus 1269.
Wow, so plus 1269, even with 11 days left to go, as long as you're not down 3,000 or 4,000 units. I mean, you could easily claw your way back.
Oh, it's close. It's not. There's nobody really running away with this contest. That's for sure.
No, and the guys who are probably ahead, the guys who are probably leading after 10 days are probably long gone, right from the top spots. How about the other contest, Chris?
Our top 5 for Sports Chat place. And first place is 132 DJ Boone with plus 1745.
I meant to do this. Okay.
Second place, right on his tail, is 163 Trade Jordan with plus 1593. Third place, Brian Glenn Jones with plus 1260. Fourth is Bernie Whiteman with plus 1222. And in fifth place, Cody Johnson plus 1,200 units.
All right. It's fun. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I always enjoy doing the Sunday show. We don't have too many of these NFL ones to go, so might as well enjoy them all. Of course, we'll still have college basketball. NBA is always a big day on Sunday, too. So we're going to have plenty to talk about going forward. We got playoffs and all that other stuff, too. So college football playoffs coming up. Of course, Dan Mullen won't be any part of that again. He's lost 3 times. But they beat Georgia, so that's all they care about. Beat Georgia. We got. Wish our quarterback was on his hands and knees in tears after the Alabama game. But
do you think Miami would beat Georgia?
Not this year. We've had our we've been in that position before. It's like we're just not in that position right now, but we've been there before. You'll
get back.
We'll be there again. We're just not there right now. I mean, it's like when we get to those spots. So we've gotten to that spot 3 different times, okay, in the last 30 years, and every time we've gotten to that spot, we've changed the game to get there. We've had to change the way the game was played. When Howard Schnellenberger came in and we won our first championship in '83, we were the first team to go to the pro set in college football. We were the first ones to do that. Everybody else used to run the wishbone and the wing tee and all these other things. Miami ran the pro set, okay, and they ran the I formation, Texas, right? We ran the pro set. We were the first ones to do that.
I love the wishbone. Makes me think of some turkey or something.
Yeah. Then the decade of dominance, we were the first ones to take safeties and turn them into linebackers. And linebackers and turn them into defensive ends. So we were just faster on defense than everybody else. And now everybody does that. Then we were the first ones to get then in 2000, that team, the Ed Reed team, then that team, we went with corners that were like 6 foot plus. We were the first ones to not go with the little corners, that could just, we went with big corners, on that team. And that was just another way of doing it. But it's like until Miami's able to get pressure with 4 up front, we're not going to beat anybody. Because that's our game, is to get pressure with 4. But we can't do that, then we can't win. We can't win the big games. We got Alabama on the schedule, not next year. I think it's the year after that. I mean, it might be next year. I don't know. We got Bama's on Bama's on the schedule. So it's like we're gonna have that game. Hopefully Nick Saban retires the year before. I mean, where was Bama without Nick Saban? Where were they without him? They were terrible. The players were getting arrested. They were nowhere. Jeff Blake. Gotta be kidding me. Jeff Blake coaching the Crimson Tide. Was it Jeff Blake coaching them? I don't know. They had Mike Price they tried to hire. He got busted with hookers.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it. Shula, right? Was the coach there? He was the coach before Saban. Shula. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow. I'll see you guys in a few hours at halftime of the early games. Of course, halftime of Sunday Night Football. Have a great day. Once again, thanks for joining us. Thank you for all the likes, man. We really appreciate that. Cost you nothing. Helps us a ton, and it really does help us. I appreciate it, and that's why we give you the free premium picks on top of it. Thank you guys for joining me. Of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow.